Hello everyone, my name is BioLaser and here are some beginner tips for those of you playing Rust on console. Now, I wanted to say top 10, top 5 tips, but I couldn't really come up with a number, so I'm just gonna say beginner tips for you guys. I hope that these tips help you out throughout your Rust wipe, and let's just jump right into this. Now, tip number 1 is gonna be organizing your inventory. So in order for you to organize your inventory, a lot of times you're gonna have like a clutter inventory and you're like, oh my god, dude, I have so many things. How can I, organize this? Well, it's very easy. All you gotta do is press down on your right joystick and then boom, it fixes your inventory. For some reason this only works on your inventory, it does not work on your loot or in your boxes, so it kind of sucks, but I mean it is better than having nothing. Now tip number 2 is head turn. Now I've made a specific video on this, but it is a good mention on this actual beginner tips. The way that you're going to do it is that you're going to go to options, you're going to go to control. Once you get to control, you're just going to go to control layout. Once you get to control layout, for us Xbox players, we're going to hit Y until we get the head look hold on LB. And for those of you that are playing on PS4, you guys are just going to go and just continue to press triangle until you get the hold head look for L1, I think it is for you guys. So once you get there, it's going to be very easy. Whenever you're running, now especially now with auto run involved in the game, ever since patch 1.02, you could just literally be walking. You're going to hold on L1 or LB for those of us in Xbox, and you're just going to turn your right joystick to be able to look back. Now tip number 3, this is one that a lot of people don't know. If you guys didn't know and you guys are walking around at night and you can't see squat anything, what you're going to do is you're going to head over to the option menu again. You're going to go all the way down to graphics and you're going to bring up your brightness to 2. Whenever you bring up your brightness to 2, for some reason, it looks like you have night vision. You can now see at night. Now, this only works with the environment. It doesn't work if you guys are going underneath like the sewer system or anything like that. Whenever you're doing monuments, you still need a light or a torch in order for you guys to see there. But for the environment, in regards to walking around at night and everything, now you can see people. So now you can no longer get sniped at night, hopefully. Tip number 4, how to smelt sulfur and metal faster. Now, I know a lot of us are just putting stacks right there. I don't know if you guys realize this, but some of you are beginners, so you don't know. In order for you guys to smelt metal a lot faster, you're going to have to split the stacks. I actually have a specific video on this on my channel. It's called Smelting Guide. You're more than welcome to check it out. But basically, the gesture of it is that as long as you split the stacks, it actually cooks the metal a lot faster. One stack of metal and one stack of wood is not going to do anything. You need to split the stacks. However, you need to leave some space for charcoal and the cooked metal there, or else the forge would just turn off. Now, tip number 5. This is actually another one for the beginners. What you guys need to do is that you guys just hold over to your actual like crafting menu. Once you press up and you go to your crafting menu, if you actually go over, let's say the simple one would be a tool cover, you just press down on the right joystick, and now on the top right it tells you how much of that specific resource you have and how much you have to farm in order for you to actually craft that item. This is actually pretty good if you are like, okay, well, I need to farm enough to do a TC or anything of that sort of nature. Now, tip number 6 is going to be how to switch ammo. I know a lot of you are over here trying to do flame arrows. Maybe you got some bone arrows or something like that. And you're like, well, how do I switch between these things? It is very easy. All you're going to have to do is that when you have the weapon up, you're just going to hold the RB button, and then it's actually going to tell you the option of which one do you have to choose. Now, that is for Xbox. For my PS4 players, you guys are going to have to hold the R1 button until you could actually select the specific thing. Now, tip number 7, I would tell you guys that door campers are one of the biggest leading cause of deaths in Rust. So in order for you guys to avoid these pesky door campers, you guys are going to have to put a campfire in the front. And before you guys head out, just make sure to turn on the campfire. And if you have 50 comfort at the bottom right, that means you're good. There's nobody standing in your front door. However, if it's above 50, somebody is in your front door. So the best option I would tell you guys is to place a sleeping bag somewhere in the bushes outside. just to make sure, because a lot of times you hear people walking around your base, and some door campers know that you guys are going to be doing this, so they might pull away a little bit further away. That way they could tell that you're not going to get the 50 or above 50 comfort. So just stay wary of that and just stay safe. In the future, obviously, you guys are going to make windows or a second level on your base, and you're going to be able to see who's outside before you actually go outside. So this is kind of a good tip for those of you that are beginners and just started out and are tired of just getting camp or door camp, as they call it. Now, tip number 8, the best tip I could give you guys is going to be placing your locks on your doors. If your door looks something like this, you guys should not be leaving the base. You guys need to craft an actual wooden lock. It is not that expensive to craft a wooden lock. It is only 100 wood. If you're playing solo. Even if you're playing solo, you should always craft a lock, and then later on you could upgrade, and then you actually would just put a code in, and that's if you're playing with other people. If you're solo, I wouldn't even waste your metal scraps on code locks. Just build the regular key lock, or the wooden lock as they call it. Just build one, and then the easiest thing is going to be when you slap it in there. Once you slap it in there, if it is green, do not leave it like that. You're going to just go hold or press Y, I should say, and then for those of you on PlayStation, press triangle to lock the door. Trust me, you don't want somebody else just to walk in your base like that, and then you guys are like, where's my stuff? It never works out. Always lock your doors, okay? Another thing that I'm going to tell you is that if you're using a wooden lock and you're locking the door, do not make a key. You do not need a key in your inventory to open the door. You could just open the door if you were the one that placed the lock. If you guys make a key and you get killed out there, somebody could just come up to your door and open your door, because now they have your key, and then you just made it easier for them to raid. So please do not do this. Do not make a key. Just lock the door, and that's it. I hope that this tips help you guys out on your Rust console journey. Without further ado, my name is BioLaser. I hope you guys liked the video. Like the video if you like it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. And make sure to hit the notification bell button to be notified whenever I post another video. I'm going to be coming up with a series of the solo players. So I did play as a solo player to show you guys that it's not really hard to play as a solo player. I would say it's challenging, but not hard. Maybe you guys learn from me. Maybe you learn from my playstyle. And maybe you guys could actually play as a solo player in this game. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.